Stop what you're doing right now. This isn't a drill. A brand new banking rule has just been approved for 2026, and if you rely on SSI, SSDI, or any federal benefits, it could completely change how your money hits your account. We're talking direct deposits, transfers, and even the timing of your checks. Things you've taken for granted for years are about to shift, and if you're not prepared, it could cost you days of access to your own funds. This new rule isn't just a minor adjustment. It's a game changer for every senior, retiree, and disabled beneficiary who counts on predictable payments. Imagine waking up one morning, checking your account, and realizing your expected funds haven't arrived. Panic sets in, bills are due, groceries need to be bought, and it's all because the system changed and you didn't know. But here's the good news. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what this new rule means, how it affects your transfers and direct deposits, and what steps you can take right now to make sure you don't get caught off guard. Whether it's your monthly SSDI, SSI, or retirement deposit, this video could save you hours of stress and even hundreds of dollars. Don't wait. Hit that like button right now to make sure you're protected and stay updated. Because missing this alert could turn your 2026 finances upside down. Your money, your rules, let's keep it that way. You wake up, check your bank app, and something feels off. That familiar comfort of seeing your Social Security or SSDI funds already waiting for you, it's gone. No notification, no direct deposit, nothing. And then it hits you. The new 2026 banking rule has officially kicked in, and it's changing the way federal payments are processed. Millions of Americans rely on predictable deposits every month. Seniors, retirees, and disabled beneficiaries plan their lives around these funds: rent, groceries, medications, bills, everything. But with this new rule, the old rhythm is disrupted. And if you don't understand exactly what's happening, even for a single day, it could mean missed payments, overdraft fees, and a cascade of stress that no one wants. So here's the first thing you need to know. This is not a rumor, it's law. Starting in 2026, the federal system has adopted a stricter banking schedule. Direct deposits and automatic transfers are now bound to a tighter set of processing windows. That means the day your funds hit your account might shift slightly, or in some cases, significantly, depending on your bank and your type of benefit. Some banks may release the money hours earlier, others could delay it by a full business day. For millions of seniors and veterans counting on SSDI or SSI, these minor shifts can feel huge. They could leave you scrambling if you're not prepared, especially in months where bills overlap or unexpected costs pop up. Think about February last year. A simple President's Day holiday caused delays for a lot of beneficiaries. People assumed their payment would arrive Monday morning. It didn't. Many faced overdrafts or had to borrow cash from friends or family. Now imagine this, but with the new 2026 rules in effect. The federal system is intentionally front-loading certain transactions while holding others in a stricter window. That's right, the very system that ensures your benefits are delivered reliably is now more precise than ever. The precision is good for the system, but it puts the responsibility squarely on you, the beneficiary, to monitor, plan, and adjust your spending accordingly. You might be asking, how will I know when my money will arrive? The answer is simple, but it requires action. You need to check your My Social Security account or VA direct deposit schedule daily during critical months, especially if your benefits fall under the SSI, SSDI, or dual benefit categories. Many Americans rely solely on automatic notifications from their bank, but that's no longer enough. The new system processes transactions based on federal banking windows, not local branch cutoffs. So even if your bank says a deposit is scheduled for a particular day, the federal system might process it hours earlier or later, which can cause automatic payments to pull incorrectly. And here's the kicker. Some banks, especially regional credit unions or smaller financial institutions, will still process payments on the old timeline, creating what we call calendar mismatches. This is where the panic begins. One day you see your funds, the next day, nothing. And even though the government isn't withholding your money, your perception of missing payments creates real stress, especially for seniors on fixed incomes. Let's talk numbers. The average SSDI payment is around $1,281 per month, while SSI averages about $1,069 for an individual. Now, if a bank delays your deposit even one day, or releases it early and automatic deductions trigger, it could cost you up to $200 in late fees, overdrafts, or missed essentials. And this isn't a hypothetical. This is happening right now across the country. Now, I know some viewers are thinking, why can't I just call my bank? Here's the problem. The new 2026 rule doesn't just impact banks, it impacts federal processing schedules. No matter how helpful your teller is, they cannot release funds before the federal window opens. That's why this year is different. You can't rely on past patterns, and you cannot assume your money will land at the same time it always has. You need a proactive strategy. So what should you do? First, separate your federal benefits from daily spending accounts. That means when your SSI or SSDI hits, immediately transfer essential funds, rent, utilities, groceries, into a dedicated account or sub-account. Think of it as a budget fortress. The moment the money is in your hands, treat it as untouchable for discretionary spending. This simple step ensures that even if your bank or federal schedule shifts again, your critical bills are covered. Second, monitor your pending transactions. Most bank apps now show pending deposits hours before the funds clear. Make a habit of checking at least twice a day, especially in months where holidays or new federal rules create processing shifts. This is your early warning system. If you notice a deposit missing or delayed, you can act immediately rather than discovering it too late and facing overdraft fees. Third, pay close attention to months with multiple deposits. For Americans receiving concurrent benefits, like SSDI and SSI together, your funds might land in clusters. This means multiple payments arrive within a short window, triggering automatic deductions and giving the impression of an inflated account. It can feel tempting to spend freely, but resist that urge. Remember, the new rule is tightening windows, and after those clustered payments, there may be a longer gap before your next deposit. Treat that money like a bridge to the next month. Veterans, listen carefully. VA disability and pension payments usually follow the first business day of the month, but some financial institutions, like USAA and Navy Federal, have early release programs. This means your March 2026 deposit could hit days before your usual schedule. If you also receive SSI, you could have a triple deposit week. That sounds good, but it's also dangerous. Automated payments, subscriptions, and bills could pull from that influx immediately. Your task is discipline. Move essential funds into a protected account the instant the deposits clear, and keep discretionary spending separate. Now, let's talk about COLA, the 2.8% cost of living adjustment in 2026. Your benefits have technically increased, but rising Medicare Part B premiums and other deductions are eating into that increase. Even small shifts in payment timing could leave you effectively flat or worse if your bills are timed poorly. The new banking rule doesn't increase your money, it just changes when it lands. That's why vigilance matters. And this isn't just about planning. There's a scam risk spike every time the federal system changes. Fraudsters know that seniors and vulnerable populations are watching for missing payments and extra deposits. You may get calls or emails claiming your account is frozen or that you need to verify your PIN. Ignore them. The SSA and VA never ask for this information over the phone. Your only source of truth is your official My Social Security or VA account. The clock is ticking every month, every holiday, every federal processing window, every bank policy could shift your deposit by hours or even a day. This 2026 rule is essentially a stress test. How well you manage your funds now determines whether your month is smooth or chaotic. And the beauty is, you have all the tools to master it. With careful tracking, segregated accounts, and disciplined budgeting, you can turn this change into an advantage, knowing exactly where your money is at all times. Remember, this rule is nationwide. From New York to Texas, Florida to California, seniors and veterans are facing the same shifts. Some will ignore it and feel the pain. Others will take proactive steps and remain fully in control. You have the choice right now to be in the second group. Treat this as a new skill: digital finance literacy, calendar monitoring, and fund protection. This is 2026 reality, and adaptation is everything. Even small errors, overdrafts, mistimed bills can add up fast. If you're disciplined, though, you will never feel like your money is missing again. Your funds will arrive, your bills will be paid, and you'll have total control, even in months when the federal calendar throws a curveball. As the year continues, stay alert for further federal notifications. The SSA and VA will provide updates on payment dates, COLA adjustments, and processing windows. Bookmark your official accounts, enable notifications, check your deposits daily. Don't wait for an oops moment to realize the new rules are in effect. This 2026 banking alert is not meant to scare you. It's a call to action. It's about staying ahead, being organized, and ensuring that your direct deposits, transfers, and payments always go exactly where they need to go. And yes, it's especially critical for SSI and SSDI recipients who rely on these funds for every aspect of life. By following this guide, treating deposits as sacred, monitoring pending transactions, and isolating essential funds, you can navigate 2026 with confidence. You can prevent late fees, overdrafts, and the stress that comes from mismanaged timing. You can even leverage early deposits or clustered payments to strengthen your budget, rather than letting them trip you up. Your financial security in 2026 is no longer passive. It requires attention, action, and smart management. But if you implement these steps now, you'll glide through every month without worry. You'll know exactly where your money is, when it arrives, and how to make it last. So take charge today. Check your bank accounts, verify your direct deposit info, and create that budget fortress around your funds. This isn't just a banking rule. It's your chance to master your finances in 2026. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and let the new rule work for you, not against you. And remember, the difference between a stressful month and a smooth month isn't luck, it's preparation. Act now, stay disciplined, and keep your money exactly where it belongs, working for you, not the system.